We are live. We are live. We are live. We are live. So I'll wait until there's somebody to talk to. Just looking at the pattern, watched her little video, etc., etc. I might not want this part. This might just be the hood. Yep, that's just the hood. I want the sleeve one. Hello, Sherry, and hello, Brenda. Is the sleeves in part 2 of the pattern? Let's see. Bottom? No. Huh. Where do we add the sleeves? I need like some stitch counts. Maybe it's in here too. Okay, it might be in this one. Sorry, I'm just playing with this pattern, trying to find where she does the sleeves. I don't know where she does the sleeves. Hang on. Ay. Where's the sleeves? Where's the sleeves? Where's the sleeves? Where are all the sleeves? Okay, come on. Sleeves. Sleeves. Here we go. Sleeves. We're ready for sleeves. Hello, Robert and Michelle. How are you guys? All right. So 2 sleeves. There's 2 options for our sleeves. Okay. Let me go back and let's show you where I'm at. All right. So here is my sweater. I have spent the last couple days, one last night, truly, just adding some more rounds to the bottom. Okay, here is, let me unfold it for you so you can see a little better. Here's my sleeves over here. Here's my sleeves. Here's the front. And I added like all of this to the bottom. Hi, Kathy. Added all this to the bottom so that it would be long enough. Now, it's not as long as I want it, but that's because I'm going to add ribbing at the end. So I left it a little shorter than I truly want it, so I have room for the ribbing. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Work got crazy. Oh, I hate work. So I'm going to add ribbing. I might add just a little bit along the front, not even necessarily like a wide ribbing. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm definitely putting ribbing around the bottom. And we're going to do something around the top, around the neckline. So we shall see how this goes. But today's job is to add sleeves. Okay? So I was just watching her tutorial about how to add the sleeves. So you can keep your sleeve the same all the way down to where you want it, if you would like. And then you'd have a big wide sleeve and just a cuff. Or you can taper your sleeve. I think this sleeve is really wide and it's not the style of sweater I want. Like there's a really cute boho type of sweater that you can actually make a flared sleeve at the end, which would be cute, but that's not what I want for this one. So I'm going to taper, okay? So we actually start here at our seam right here in the middle. And it's really weird, I think, that the seam is on the top of your shoulder. Like, you know, it would appear that you could see it. I mean, you can't really see that there's a seam there. Anyhow, this is where we start, is right here. Now, what I need the pattern for is to figure out how many rounds because she starts out with doing some rounds without decreasing it, and then you start to do some decreases. So let's see. Let's see. She's just talking about the 2. See, I want my sleeve to be like that. So we're going to taper it as we go, right? We're going to get it a little smaller and a little smaller. All right. On decrease rounds, the first 3 chain and double crochet plus the last double crochet of the round equal a total cluster. Okay. Decreases are spread evenly between the top, the sides, and the bottom. So sometimes, here's what she was saying in the video. Sometimes if we're going to decrease, okay, here's my sleeve. Sometimes we might want to decrease here towards the shoulder. Other times we might want to decrease down here towards the under part of the sleeve. So you're not doing the decreases all in the same place. Alternate where you do your decreases. All right, if that makes sense. Okay. For all sizes, round 1 decrease. Well, she didn't start with a decrease on her video. You know, that's the thing that's frustrating is the video and the pattern are different. It's kind of frustrating. Okay. Anyhow, it says for all sizes, round 1 is a decrease. So using your first color, in each space until there's 1 space remaining. Do 1 double crochet in the last space, slip stitch to the 3rd chain. Okay, so we're starting right out with a decrease here. Well, let's see. I don't understand why they're different. Hello, Sean. All right, so let's try this. I'll show you. I know how to do the beginning. The beginning one, we have to go over the seam. So we're going to join, because I'm right-handed, we're going to join on the right-hand side of the seam. All right. We're joining on the right-hand side of the seam. Well, I just jumped right into this, didn't I? Sure did. And we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to do a double crochet in the seam. She said it might be hard to get into your seam, but just squeeze your hook through there and do a double crochet in the seam. And then your 3rd one for that cluster goes in the left space after the seam. So your 3 double crochet cluster here goes across the seam, starts in the 1 space, a double crochet in the seam, double crochet in the left space. Okay, we've done that before. I've done that before somewhere on here already. All right, so now she says, do your 3 double crochet, chain 1 in each space until you have 1 space left. Okay, I know how to do this. Now, she also did in her video, she's changing colors every round, of course, and I'm not changing colors. But she also, oh, here comes the cat. She also turns her work at the end of each round because she has been doing that all along in the video. Sunny, you are way up. That chair is really high. Don't jump on me. Thank you. And I have not been turning my work at all because the pattern, the written pattern here, doesn't have you turn. So I'm not turning my work. I am just going round and round and round because that is what I have done so far. Because all of my stitches are front facing. All the cats are in. Ms. Misty wants to be in my tree. Did she just knock my angel down again? Hang on. One moment. She's horrible. She's the one that keeps getting in the tree. She's in the tree. Get out of my tree. I will put you outside. Yes, I will. Do you need to go outside? Do you? Out? Sorry, I'll be right back. She is relentless. The boys are leaving it alone. Her? No. Oh, man. That girl. Sorry. Choking on my own spit. All right. So this pattern says just keep making your clusters all the way around till you have one space left. So that's what I'm going to do. Dishes. Fun. Well, Sean, this morning I was crocheting. I was working on one of the Wonderland squares. This January square is very complex, I will just say. There's a lot going on in that one. I have one round to go before I finish that square. Then what did I do after that? Had some lunch. That's what I did. Leftover goulash. Yum. Leftover goulash. Watched the local yarn shops live. Did that. Watched a couple videos. Then I started mixing up a batch of cookie dough. Mixing up a batch of cookie dough. And this is going to be fun. I'm going to have to turn this sweater so many times. It's going to have to turn. So I'm making cranberry cookies, cranberry drop cookies. And I have everything in there and I have it all mixed up except for the cranberries. I still need to make a trip to probably Walmart before tomorrow. Because, life throws curveballs sometimes. And Christmas had a curveball. Oh, of course, Christmas had a curveball. Okay, now I'm back to where I have one space. So what does it tell me to do here? One double crochet in the last space, slip stitch to the third chain from the beginning to join the round. One double crochet, so this is going to be a decrease. One double crochet in the last space. Slip stitch, but see, we didn't start the same. Chain 3, one double in the next space. Chain 1. Okay. I'm going to complete this one like normal and not a decrease. And then we're going to work a decrease like she showed how to do because the pattern doesn't make sense. All right, so. Okay, so this is what I'm going to have to do because I'm not turning. Because I'm not going to turn. If I turn, then my first cluster would go right here. When I turn my work around, my first cluster would go here in this space. But because I'm not going to turn, I need my first cluster to be way over here. So I'm going to, this is what she was talking about, slip stitch into these next 2 stitches so you get to the other side of that cluster and then do your cluster in this space. Well, that's what I'm doing. I think I have to chain 3 though still for my first one. Let me slip stitch into the space. Slip stitch into my space and then chain 3 and do 2 doubles. That's how we're going to do this. Yep. Chain 1, go to the next one. Okay. What else does she say in the pattern here? I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Repeat round 1. Round 1, we're supposed to have done a decrease. I don't know how we decreased. Things have been too busy. Well, so let's see. She does a decrease in this one round. The next round, she doesn't do a decrease. What's she doing? Alternating decreases? Regular, then a decrease round, regular, regular, decrease, regular, regular, decrease. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, now I need paper and pencil to keep track of what I'm doing. So it looks like however you do the decreases, she's doing 2 rounds without a decrease and then a decrease round. So I just did 1 regular. I'm going to do 1 more regular. Okay, and then we'll do a decrease. So we don't decrease every row, I guess. Oh boy. You know, sometimes people, sometimes. Anyhow, yeah, things got switched around here a little bit. You know, Josh was going to come over after he got out of work on Christmas Eve, spend the night. I cleaned off the bed and everything. The bed was ready. It was all cleaned off. Well, he calls. Luckily, I heard him call because I was like headed to bed. I just left the place ready for him to pop in, you know. So he calls and they said they were headed this way and they were having a discussion because we're getting together on Saturday with my whole family for Jackson's birthday party / family Christmas party. So he was like, they were talking, him and his girlfriend, as they headed our way about why they were coming twice. I mean, granted, to be here on Christmas, but he was only going to be here a short time on Christmas because he had to work on Christmas at 2:00. Now, just time-wise alone for him to just get to his work location from here would be an hour and a half. That left him no time to go home, change, or whatever he needed to do, you know. So it was going to be tight. And Shannon wasn't going to be here very early because, you know, they were going to get up and, you know, Santa came to their house for Jackson. It got all confusing. And he was just like, well, why don't we just do everything, our Christmas and everything on Saturday? Then I can be there all day. And I was like, I know, I get it. I get it. It's just, it's the first time he hasn't been here on Christmas. Yeah, first time. And he knew that. And he thought it kind of sucked. But, you know, we're adults here. We're adults here. Okay, I'm going to join to the top of this one. And then I'm going to just slip stitch over to get to my next space. Okay, so that is round 2. I did as a regular. All right, now this round we're going to decrease. So I said, that's fine. I said, it's going to be a crazy busy day on Saturday because we're going to start out with just my kids. And then later, my family will show up. And how many are coming? 4, truly. Only 4 more people. My sister, my dad, my niece, and her fiance. 4. 4 more people will join us. So then we'll have a birthday party for Jackson because he wanted his birthday party here for some reason. It is his birthday on Saturday. So we'll do his birthday party. Then I think we'll eat, have a nice gap there, and then we'll do Christmas. Not that Christmas is a big deal here. It's really not. We don't do a ton of gift exchange. We do kind of everybody brings one gift to swap and steal and pass and all that stuff, So, all right, let's start this and then I can talk some more. So I'm going to do my first one. I'm going to do a cluster in, and then I'm going to do a decrease. So the decrease, oh Lord, hang on. What is going on? One cat comes running, some noise coming from that direction. What's going on? What are we doing? What are we doing? Who's running? What's happening? Where's Little Miss? What is she up to? Huh? I don't know. Hang on. What are you doing in there? I don't know what they're up to. I'll probably find evidence of what they did later, I can't find it right now, but they'll probably find something later. Okay, so the decrease. Here's the decrease. You do a double crochet in the next cluster. Then you do a double crochet in the center stitch of the next cluster, and then a double crochet in the following space. So it's a double crochet in one space, double crochet in the middle of a cluster, double crochet in the next space. So we've just taken 2 spaces and we've eliminated one and made 1 cluster there. Then we single crochet, skip the next cluster, and do another cluster in the next space. So that is a decrease. Okay, that's how you do a decrease. All right, now we can continue on our way around. Yeah, so it is what it is. I sent him a little text, of course, and I'm like, I know. I sent the text the next day on Christmas. I was like, Merry Christmas. I miss you. And he's like, I know, I miss you too. I said, I think it's the first. And then he said, it sucks I have to work on Christmas. I've never had to do that before. I said, I know. I said, it sucks. I'm a little sad. And he goes, I know, me too. I said, but, you're out there being a responsible adult and taking care of your obligations. And he was like, thank you, Mom. Because, just for me to understand that he was doing what he needed to do instead of, old Josh might have just been like, yeah, screw it. I'm not working on Christmas. I'm just going to call off. I won't show up, something like that. And he didn't. He was responsible. He knew he had to work. He probably got paid really good for it too, It's a holiday. He probably got good money for it. So, was a little sad? Sure. Can I understand? Yes. Will I still see him? Absolutely. So that's how we got to roll with it. The girls did come over on Christmas morning because Jackson was like, no, I'm going to Grandma and Grandpa's. I'm going over to Grandma's house on Christmas. I'm like, okay, come on over. We were going to have breakfast burritos because Dale was going to make them. He makes an amazing breakfast burrito. So I was like, well, Dale, we're still having the girls over in Jackson, so get up and make breakfast burritos. They're coming over. And he's like, okay. So they came over, and Shannon was like, we want you to open your presents right now. And I was like, okay. So Dale and I opened our presents. They got to have the stuff in their stockings. And I had a little gift I could give Jackson. They each got a little gift. Let me just say that. They each got something small while they were here Christmas morning. And they didn't stay long. And they probably wouldn't have been able to anyhow, because they had to go to her family Christmas. Okay, round 3, I did a decrease. All right, so we're on round 4 now. We're doing round 4. So they wouldn't have been able to stay a long time anyhow. So, it's really best that we do it tomorrow because we got all day. Now, if I could just get somebody, one of the 2 of my children, to tell me what time they want to be here so that we can do our Christmas, and then I can tell my family when to come over for the birthday party / Christmas party, that'd be nice. Can somebody just tell me, when would you like to be here? I will be here. It doesn't matter on my part. And I'm making a ham, and probably, I think I'm going to do just a boxed scallop potato. Don't hate on me. Don't hate on me. I'm going to chintz out and just grab some boxes of scallop potatoes, because I don't feel like trying to make scallop potatoes. You know what I mean? I don't want to. I just don't want to. So I'm not going to. Hi, Sue. Well, yeah. Yes, that's true. Yeah. Now, it would have been nice if I would have been a little more informed about Jackson's wishes, because I wasn't until like a week ago. I didn't know. I didn't know what he wanted. I didn't know he wanted to have his birthday party here. I mean, yeah, that's a whole thing. There's a whole thing there, but it's interesting. So I got just a couple things to do. Like I said, I have to go to the store. Apparently, the only people who knew the plans were Jackson and Devin, apparently, of what he wanted. He wants a party at Grandma's house. Okay. He wants an Oreo cake and balloons. Apparently, there was also something thrown in there about nachos. And so as my family and everybody, we're planning what food everybody's going to bring, I told them I'm making a ham and potatoes. And I didn't mention nachos. And I was like, I told Devin, I said, well, if the kid wants nachos, then you guys could bring nachos. Right? You guys bring nachos. So, but the balloons, even, I thought, what? He just wants some helium balloons? No. I found this out just on Christmas. No, that's not what he wants at all. He wants to play a game with the balloons. Something about you have to keep the balloons up off the ground. I'm like, so he just wants regular balloons that you blow up with air. And Devin was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. I'm like, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. So I guess I'm going to the store. I'm getting an Oreo cake and frosting. Okay, I did a regular round here. So now I'm going to do a decrease round. So since I decreased this one near the seam the last time, I'm going to decrease on the opposite side this time. Hoy. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, it's not that I mind. It's just I would have liked to have been fully informed. Yeah, know what I'm saying? So anyhow, it'll be an interesting day. Be full of fun and festivities, and that's what's important. And that, my family is very small. That's really all of us, So, yeah. And Josh lives an hour away, and my niece lives an hour and 20, 25 minutes away, probably. And then, we also have to plan things around her because one year they go to the Chicago area because that's where his family is. Pass the balloon and no hands, I don't know. It could be, Sean, I don't know. I'm not going to be in charge of the game. I'm not in charge of the game because I don't know what it is. All I know is it's something about you have to keep the balloon up in the air. I'm like, okay, I have no idea. Maybe we just all run around just hitting our balloon up into the air. And if your balloon comes down and hits the ground, you're out. I don't know. I really don't know. So, but yeah, my niece, they go to Chicago. Okay, now I'm going to do my decrease because I'm on the other side of my sleeve. So a double crochet in the space, a double crochet in the center of the next cluster, a double crochet in the following space, then our chain one, and move on to the next cluster. Easy enough to decrease. I just don't know if it's going to decrease fast enough. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. I'm telling you guys, it's just gonna be one of those days. I'm gonna end up putting them cats back outside. You know I am, right? They're gonna be going outside. Sure they are. They're gonna be going outside. Get. 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 Oh, you want to go? Okay, you can go. You want to go? You go. Boys, go. Where's Misty? Go. Perfect. Goodbye. Woo! Perfect. They all wanted to go out. Yay! They are all outside now. It's a nice day out. It's kind of rainy, but it's a nice day. You're right. He did not mention it in the car ride on the way home. We talked about a million other things, except the birthday plans. Never said anything to me. Even Shannon didn't know. Shannon didn't even know. So, trying to figure out how long this sleeve is. I'm gonna have to try this thing on again. Hopefully, it's getting skinnier fast enough. If not, I mean, what would I do? I take it out, try again, right? So all I know is I'm getting an Oreo cake and frosting, making a cake. And I'm probably going to pick up some helium balloons because he did want those, Shannon said. She said, yeah, get some helium balloons too. I'm like, okay, I'll go to the Dollar Tree. I'll go to Walmart. I'll go to the Dollar Tree. So that's what I'm doing later. All right. Finished that round. That was round 5, and it was a decrease. 5 was a decrease. All right. I feel that I should decrease like every round or something, but maybe not. Maybe not. So we'll do this one as a regular. I got to slip stitch over to my space, though. Let's do that first. Slip stitch into the next space. Start with a chain 3. Okay. So, besides that, folks, that's life around here. It was a very quiet, peaceful Christmas for Dale and I after the girls left. I mean, they left by, I think they showed up a little bit after 10, maybe 11. No, it might have been even 11. And I think they were gone by 1:30. So it was very short. They weren't here very long. And then Dale and I had the rest of the day to just do nothing. Truly do nothing. Sat around. I crocheted a lot. Dale played on his phone, and we didn't do a whole lot. It was very quiet. And then, of course, yesterday and today, he's working. So he's out working. And here I am just doing my thing. I've been sleeping in later. You guys, I haven't been getting up out of bed until 9 o'clock. I'm like, what is up with that? It was almost 9 o'clock today. And I was like, Yesterday, though, oh my gosh. Yesterday when I woke up, I always get up and I look at my phone, look at emails, look at notifications, check out Facebook, a few other things. And one of the ladies that I watch, she's a booktuber, started posting about stuff your Kindle. And she was posting like collages of all of the books that she was stuffing her Kindle with. And I'm like, oh, it's Stuff Your Kindle Day. Oh, I got to go look. So she put a link there and everything for a bunch of books, hundreds and hundreds of books that you can get for free on your Kindle. So I spent, I don't even know how long, all together, because I looked several times. I probably spent like 2 hours yesterday just looking through books that were free on Kindle for Stuff Your Kindle Day. It was like crazy. I was surprised at how many there were. So many books that you could get for free. Now, are they well-known authors? No. I don't think I had heard of any of the authors that were there, but I think that's the point. They get you interested in maybe some people that you might not know. They had them broke down by categories. So you could look for, mystery, thriller. Romance was broke down into several categories. Fantasy, romantasy, all of that. It was fun. Anyhow. Yeah, they have it quite, I don't know how often they have it. And the list I got from her that she put in her collages, hang on, I just did round 6 was regular. Okay. You could get notification from them about the Stuff Your Kindle days. So, and I mean, I like having stuff on my Kindle because that's what I have, the machine read to me. I have the machine read to me from Kindle. So I think that's pretty cool. I can just, get them for free and I can, okay, now I'm going to do a decrease. This time I'm doing the decrease here by the seam. I'm going to do it right now. Because the last time I did it over on the top side of the sleeve, so I'm going to do my decrease over here this time. And then it's done and it's out of the way. Decrease, done. There we go. All right. I have tried this sweater on so many times already. I mean, that's the cool thing about it. You can keep trying it on and you can customize it to fit the way you want, Add more rows. Don't do as many rows. You do what you want to do and you make it fit, which is cool. And it's easy to do without having to take out a whole bunch of stuff or frog a whole big section if you didn't like it. These are just a few simple rounds of granny clusters and hey, it's pretty easy to fix it if you went too big or, So try it on often. That's my advice. Try it on often, and then you don't have to take anything out, because add and add and add, until it's where you like it, then you don't have to take anything out. Shoot. There's that. These sleeves are really quick. I mean, they go around pretty rapidly. There's not a ton of stitches. So you like to see what people are reading. Yeah. I mean, I have a few people I follow, some of my friends on Goodreads too. You can see what they're reading on Goodreads. My best friend, I always like to see what she's up to. She doesn't always read romance, but she reads a lot of romance. And so sometimes I'm like, oh, what is that book she's reading? Or sometimes I look at what she's reading and I'm like, I just read that one, or that one's on my list to read, or, She does read some, I don't know what they are, mysteries probably, like Kellerman. Does that ring a bell with anybody? Kellerman? I know that's one of her favorites. Let's see. What does our sleeve look like at this point? I'm gonna lay it out here and see what it looks like. See if we can even tell if it's getting smaller. Oh yeah, you can tell. Look, it started to decrease right here. I can tell. Here it decreased. Okay. How long is it though at this point? How long is the sleeve? So as I just told you guys, try it on often. So I'm going to try on right now just to get a sense of how much the sleeve has grown with the amount of rounds I just did. Okay, so it's here. I got a ways to go before I get to the cuff. All right. Okay. Can you see my arm? Can you see my arm? Hang on. All right. See, we're getting down there. And I don't want to get too tight, of course. So I guess that makes sense. That you don't decrease every round, because that would get too skinny, probably too fast. So it's making sense. It's making sense. I'm liking it. Isn't it pretty, Brenda? I mean, these colors are really blue and purple. And every time I take a picture of it, they turn out like gray. I'm like, it is not gray. It is not gray at all. Okay, so is this my decrease round? Yeah, I'm going to decrease this round. That last one was a regular. Yep. Isn't it? Or did I not write one down? Did I not write one down? No. Hang on. Did anybody pay attention? Anybody out there paying attention to what I did? What was that? How many rounds have I done? I did the first one right here. I can tell. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I did a decrease here. Yep, that was round 7, people. 7 was a decrease. Glad I went back and counted. 7 was a decrease. So this is a regular round. Okay. Did anybody watch Christmas premieres? I didn't watch very many, honestly. I didn't. There was a couple new people I thought I was going to check out and try watching, but I don't know. I wasn't into it. Let's just say I wasn't into it. I was like, some of them were just doing some things I was like, no. Like one lady, I think she was just like unboxing or unpackaging a bunch of small paintings and showing them and showing the drills. And I was like, no. Not interested in that. I don't know. I did pop into a few people. Some of my friends, of course, I popped in for a few minutes. I wasn't there very long, but anyhow. The Christmas premiere is fun to do. It's fun to make it. It is it's fun to record it. It's a pain. You only watched mine. Well, thank you, Sean. It's a pain to put together because it's multiple clips, just like vlogs. Vlogs are the same way. It's small clip after small clip put together. It's a lot of editing. Yeah, a lot of editing for those. Some were not very special, right, Brenda? Some were just kind of like, I'm bored. I'm sorry, I was bored. I'm not saying mine's fantastic. I don't do anything wonderful and entertaining, but anyhow, there were so many people I have never heard of even. I was like, who in the world are you? Never heard of these people. I don't even know where they came from. Out of the woodwork, just out of the woodwork they came, Very interesting. And then apparently, I don't know, there was some drama at the end. I don't know, one of the last ones had trolls. I mean, I wasn't there. I wasn't paying attention. One of them had trolls. Okay, that was 8. That was a regular. Okay, now we're going to do a decrease. I'm going to do it on the underside of the sleeve this time. So somebody had trolls and there was a big issue with it and ended up just, I think, taking a video down or something. I don't know. But I have to say, I've been quite lucky when I've done my lives and stuff that I don't have that problem usually. I mean, I know it happens. The trolls get out there, and some of them are really nasty trolls. It's not just trolls that are out for fun and just to, do stupid stuff. They get really nasty. But I've been fortunate that I haven't really had to deal with that too much, And I also have moderators that are there that can help out. They'll kick people out and whatnot. And I try to get them myself. So, yeah. A couple of people had problems scheduling. Okay, I'm going to do one more and then I'm going to do my decrease. Problems getting them scheduled properly so that they would play at the right time and stuff. But anyhow, another year done. Another year done. I really like doing vlogs. I think they're fun. I would like to do them better. I mean, there are some people out there that vlog very well. They're very entertaining. They just show a lot of things. They're very artistic, like very artistically done. Cherry Heart. Remember the Nature's Walk blanket that we did? That is designed by Cherry Heart. Her name is Sandra Paul. Her vlog, she did Vlogmas, and her vlogs had no speaking in them, just music and just a lot of really pretty scenes, like when she was getting all of her Christmas mugs down and lots of candles and sparkly decorations. And hers are so pretty. Now, I don't think I'd like to watch all of them like that because I do like people to talk sometimes, but a little bit of that is good. Anyhow, like I said, there are some people who do their vlogs very, very well, but now watch some new people this year. There are a lot of knitters because with the yarn advents and stuff, a lot of knitters, lot of knitters. Oh, I didn't write down my decrease round. I keep forgetting to write down my round 9 was a decrease. So this is going to be a regular. I'm on round 10. Maybe I should write down the number as I'm doing it. So, and some of them, I'll watch them more if they're a combo, like if they're multi-craftual, if they knit and crochet. So they do have some crochet content. I'll watch them. If they're all knit, I kind of get a little bored of it because it doesn't pertain to me and everything they're talking about. I'm like, well, that's great, but that's a pretty pattern. But that's, I'm not going to be interested in someone who's straight up knitting. So I did find like some of the vlogs I started watching, they were actually hand dyers. They have their own hand dyed yarn business. And right now, I did go look at some new sites and all that to see what kind of yarns they had. Most of them are on a break right now, and I'm on a break from buying right now, but I did make a list. I have a list. So there'll be people that I keep an eye on in the future. And, if they do like a mid-year countdown of some sort, I want to find a mid-year, like a Christmas in July kind of Christmas countdown, Advent. They're not Advent, but you know what I mean? Like some sort of 12 days, 24 days of yarn for something special. Little Wolf Knits. She's one I started watching. She dyes yarn. She is doing a Valentine box. And I was kind of interested in it for a second. And then I thought, that's a little too soon for me. I don't think I want to do a Valentine, vlog. Because I would like to vlog it. You know what I mean? I think Valentine's is just too soon. Okay, round 10 was regular. Now we're moving on to round 11, which is going to be a decrease. So, but there were some beautiful yarns. There were some Advents. I was like, man, I wish I would have gotten that one. Somebody I was watching, I can't remember their name. Gabs and something. I don't know what their name is. I'd have to look. Hang on. Their dad bought them an Advent to open at Christmas. And it was, the one he got them was, the hand dyer did this thing Hawaiian. It was Hawaiian. And I was like, oh, Hawaiian. The yarns for that were gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Gabs and Kai, I think they're Japanese. It's Koizumi. That's the name of their channel. But the Advent that they got, that was this Hawaiian one, oh, man. It was beautiful. I would have loved that Advent that they got. They got one that I got as well. They got the hypnotic yarn one with the puzzles. Their dad bought them that one too. That was like for Christmas, when they all got together at Christmas. They had those 2 Advents to open. And then they were working on a project together. So they all crochet, even the dad. And so they were doing, with one of those Advents, they split up the yarns because there's 3 of them. So they split up the yarns, and each of them was responsible for doing their day. And they were going to do, one of the patterns they were doing were small granny squares with their yarn. But the other one they were doing was one big, large granny square type blanket. And so they had to do their day and then give it to their sister, give it to their dad. And then they would add their day, their color yarn. So they were doing that during Christmas. So while they were all together, you know, they had to do that one. So they're like, we're on a crochet marathon. We're on a crochet marathon. We have to get this blanket done because, you know, the one girl, she would go back home and they wouldn't be able to work on it. They had to have it done like over the course of the weekend or something. Cool idea though. A family project. A family project. I thought that was kind of neat. I would love to see a video. I hope they do a video of it like completed, you know, so we could see what it looks like completed. I think they were doing that one. The Hawaiian one might have been separate squares. I don't remember which way they were doing it, but the Hawaii one was so pretty. It was my kind of yarn. It was the variegateds, and they were beautiful colors, pinks and purples and blues and peaches, and so pretty. So, so pretty. So far, I did open up my gift from Shannon and Devin and Jackson, and they got me a book, Teach Dale. Sue, Dale is never, ever going to do any of this crafty stuff. Never in a million years. So they got me a book off my Amazon wish list, an author I have never read before. So Shannon always likes to go get me a book with a hot cowboy on the cover and nobody that she's ever heard of. That's her goal every year. She'll get me a book, cowboy romance, and some author she's never heard of. I'm like, okay. I never heard of the author either. That's probably why it was on my list. Okay, I decreased that round. I'm up to 11 rounds already, you guys. 11 rounds. Oh, I can see it. See it? It was way wide up here. I don't know why this one looks so. That's the first decrease. Just like went whoop. It looks really weird. Like, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to try it on again in a minute. Let's do round 12 as a regular, and let's see where we're at. Remember, I'm going to do a cuff on this too. A little ribbed cuff. Yeah, but right now I'm not buying yarn. Oh, the other thing they got me was yarn. It was on my Amazon wish list. It's Yarn Art Jeans. It's a finer yarn. It's a 2-ply yarn. It's good for doing little amigurumi projects. So they got me that. It's a set of 4 different colors. It came as a whole set, you know. So I got that. Dale's son that lives in Texas. One day I was just opening packages coming, you know, through Amazon. And I'm like, all right, Amazon package. It could be a gift for somebody. I'm just opening. I had no idea. I open it and it was so confusing. I was like, no, that one did not come Amazon. It came from someplace else. It didn't make any sense. It was like Zipper Stop or something like that. I was like, what is Zipper Stop? I have no idea what this is. So I open it and I take it out of the package and I was like, it's a bottle of fabric glue. And I was like, fabric glue. Did I order fabric glue? And then in the package was an Amazon receipt, which was interesting. And I looked, and then I looked at the receipt even further, and it said it was from them. And I was like, huh. Must have been in my Amazon list. Must have been in my Amazon list. And so they sent that to me. I was like, okay, well, I got fabric glue. Okay. Then the next day, another package came, and it came from Amazon. And at that point, I'm thinking, this is probably for me, because I knew that they had bought a couple things and sent from Amazon. So I have Dale look at it, and I'm like, you open this up and see if it's a gift or not. Just trying to maybe make it a surprise or whatnot. He opens it and throws this little booklet on the counter, and he's like, no, it's not a gift. And I look and I'm like, it's a pattern book, how to crochet bags. It has like 7 or 6, 7, 8 different bag patterns in it. And I was like, well, it is a gift. I said, that was from my Amazon wish list. And he's like, oh. Okay. So I got a pattern book. I did have it in here. I just moved it to put it with that yarn that Shannon got me, but had some cute little crochet bags. The thing about ordering pattern books on Amazon is you can't ever see like all of the patterns that are in there. You can't see all the patterns. So you don't know what you're getting until you actually get the pattern book. Okay, time to try it on. Let's try on the garment again. Let's see how we like our sleeve. How's our sleeve coming? I don't know yet. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's still got a ways to go. Still got a ways to go. All right. Yeah, that'd be a lot of ribbing. Ooh, I think just maybe a couple more rounds and then rib. What do you think? What do you think? It's looking good though, isn't it? I like that it's coming down to a nice circumference. Is that the word I'm looking for? Neighbor guy coming home from work. You can always hear him. Vroom, vroom. He's got a Mustang, He thinks he's cool. He got a Mustang. We make a lot of noise. Oh, yeah, pattern books. You just never know. You never know what you're getting. You never know. You never know if it's going to be worth it, if it's not. All right. So I'm going to do one more decrease and then a regular. And I think that will be good. I think it will be good. So let's see. Where are we at? We have to slip stitch over to our next space. Okay. This is helpful for the next sleeve too, right? Know what we did on this sleeve? Decrease. We're decreasing this round. So I'm decreasing on the back side of the sleeve this time. Back side of the sleeve. Yep, because there's my decrease right there from 2 rounds ago. So I don't know. I haven't really had time to look through the book. I did see one bag in there that I really liked. But I think I'm going to make a video. Let me know. I mean, I know not everybody watches all the yarny stuff, but I think I want to make a video of the things I want to make in 2025. The things I want to make in 2025. There's a few things. I've been making a list because I don't know about you, but I tend to see all of these cute projects and I'm like, oh, I like that. I want to make one of those. And then I forget, then I forget about it. And so now as I'm looking through, say, Pinterest or that's true, Sean, they should both be the same length, right? This should help. My little list here should help, right? So now I've started writing stuff down. Okay, now I got to do my decrease. Let's do a decrease. And I think I want to just make a little video about it. Be like, these are things I want to make in 2025. And then that would be a way to like be accountable too, to actually make sure I do them. Let's make sure we do them. Now, my only issue with it is my video editor is not cool like other people's where I can put the picture on the screen while I'm talking. I can't figure out how to make it do that. So I would have to, okay, I'm on round 14. I would have to like put a picture, leave it up for a second or two, then talk. I can't leave it up. I don't know how to do it that way where I leave it up and talk about it at the same time. But I mean, it would work as long as you've seen the picture and then I can talk about it, tell you why I want to make it or whatnot. I don't know. It just seemed like it would be kind of fun. Everybody's always about doing the end of the year stuff. Well, you know, I've kept track of all my diamond paintings. I haven't all of my crochet for this year. I'm going to try to for 2025. But everybody's all about, these are all the diamond paintings I did in 2024, and they bring them all out and they show them and they this and they that. Well, I'm not doing that. Hello, Bella. How are you? I am not getting out all of my stuff that I made in 2024. First of all, several of my smaller things, the special drill things, have gone into my craft sale, you know? So they're in the craft sale boxes. Some of them I don't have because I've sold them. That is just way more work than I want to do. Pull out everything and show it all. Hello, Shannon, popping in. How are you? She can pop in. She's on vacation. How's vacation going, Shannon? I'm sure you're enjoying every moment. And it would seem very boring to just show like a logbook. That's kind of boring. Here's pictures from my logbook of all the things that I did in 2024. I mean, I do have everything. I have pictures of everything I did in 2024. I was very good about doing that. But I'm not into doing that video where you try to pull it all out and lay it all out and fill it all and all. No, I don't want to do that. That doesn't sound like any fun to me. I think I have better things to do with my time than do that kind of a video, you know? Oh, you're traveling to Illinois. Nice. Hey, you're coming really close, Shannon. Really close. Come a little further. All right, try this on one more time. Make sure my presumption is correct. Okay, now make sure my armpit's where I want it. Now look. Now what do we think? And I don't want it really long. I don't want it to come way down to here, you know. If I did ribbing, maybe that wide. What do you think? I like, whenever I wear a shirt or a sweater or anything, I like my sleeve to be right at my bone right there. You know? I think it's pulling up a little bit, but it's kind of bunched right here where I did my first decrease. But the armpit is right there. I think that's good. I really think it's good. Perfect. Sean says perfect. And then I got room for maybe just like a 1 inch, 1.5 inch ribbing. You can make the ribbing any size you want it to be, you know? Okay. I'm going to go with it because I think that's going to be fine. And then I'm not going to be constantly like pushing up my sleeve because I do that with so many shirts. I'm pushing up the sleeve all the time because it's down too far. All right. I like it. I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek. Here's a sneak peek. If I do that video of things I want to make, I have all these pictures. Did you see? Okay. I don't have that many. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only have 8 right now in my things I really, really, really want to make in 2025. So that one would have to be right away. The rest of them don't really matter. But I want to make this. I want to make this. I don't know why it's blowing out so bright, but I want to make this. I know I hate pushing on my sleeves all the time. And I do all the time. I want to make this sweater. This is from MJ's Off the Hook. And see, this has that bigger bell sleeve I was talking about. I love that. As long as the sleeve is not too long, I love that. I want to make one. I have another picture. Hang on, I got to look for that one. It's the same basic. Well, this one's a little different. This one's different, but similar. But there's another one. That's not the one I was looking for. Let me see where the one I was looking for is. This one right here. This one, though, is a hexie cardigan. Let's see. See how cute it is? It's very similar to the one I just showed you from MJ. Stay warm, Shannon. It's not really cold around here right now. It's not cold, so. But this one's a hexie cardigan. The other one is not. That's why I think I want to do MJ's. It would still get the cute little sleeve. I love the scallops on the edge of the sleeves. I don't think MJ's had scallops. It could, though. It certainly, no, it doesn't. But we can add scallops. We can add scallops at the bottom, and we can add scallops on the sleeves. I think it would be cute that way. This one is kind of short, Sean. You're right. I mean, you could make it longer, of course. But my sweater right now, okay, you guys, my sweater right now, let me see. Show and tell time. It's not super long, okay? And I didn't want it. Look, you can see my big butt. I didn't want it really long. I wanted it, and it's going to have a little ribbing along the bottom, so it's going to get a little longer. Now, where I really want more is here. I'll show you. I really want more here. So that's why I'm thinking I'm going to do ribbing here as well, because this is just, this is as far as it comes together. I could add more rows. But I think I just want to do a simple ribbing here and a ribbing across the bottom. I mean, and then you could just go all the way around the whole sweater. You know what I'm saying? Even around the back, like at the neck, because the neck needs something. And just go all the way around with my ribbing. What do you think? I like a gut and butt cover. And see, Sean, I am not that way. I'm not that way. What? No, Shannon, I did not see any hand-dyed yarn advent from Walmart. I did not see that. You Googled? What'd you Google? I know they had like the Red Heart yarn advent. Hand-dyed yarn from Walmart. Well, Shannon, Walmart hand-dyed, Walmart yarn advent. I have never been the kind of person that wants to cover everything up. And only because gut is a funny word. It is a funny word. Only because I've always felt like, oh, is it this one? Hang on. Is it this one? Let me see if I can. Hang on. Get out of there. No, get out of there. Oh, now it's on clearance. Of course it's on clearance now. This one? Is this the one, Shannon? Stitch Advent Calendar. You're right, Sean. It's going to be balmy. It's going to be 50 degrees. So, Shannon, you're lucking out. It is pretty. And it's only $14.99. Okay, I'm not certain why right next to it you can click heating pad for $27.81. Literally, look, literally, heating pad, $27.81. What? So you got it, Shannon? Suitable for experienced knitters and beginners. Crochet kit. It looks really pretty. Thick yarn for crocheting. Oh, look it. How cute. They made little flowers with it. Exactly, Shannon. Just a light jacket. That's all you'll need. A sweatshirt, maybe. I might have to just go order this. Bright colors. Here's all the colors. Hang on, come on. Come on. There's all the colors. Wow. I have to go order this. I could hang on to it for a while and do it for something special. The yarn may be different. Of course. Of course it could be different. It's $6 off. It wasn't very expensive. You haven't gotten it yet. Okay. I wonder if it's soft yarn. Sold by That's who it's sold by. Literally, that's who it is sold by. View full details. Just says yarn for crocheting, 1 pound. It does not tell you what kind of yarn it is. Okay. Yarn for crocheting. It's very pretty. It's got very pretty colors. Doesn't tell you anything about its size, its weight. But if I look at, if you look at one of these, oh, you can zoom on this. Zoom, zoom, zoom. I don't know. When you zoom in, I mean, it looks kind of cool. Right? Exactly. Mid-January. No, it is not sold by Walmart. It's sold by, I told you, sold and shipped by Shenzhen Shili Yili Yama Yaoi Yoi Oxiangongzi. If you think I'm kidding, no, I'm not kidding. Look, that's who it's sold by. Right there. That is who it is sold and shipped by. Yep. Yeah, they don't give you many more details than that. Oh, then I think you have to pay $5 shipping. So it costs $20. Interesting. I did see that. I forgot that I saw it, but I saw it. Just like this one, too. There's this one. This one is $14 with $7.99 shipping. This one's for the knitter. This one's called the Wool Advent Calendar. It looks like that. The Wool Advent Calendar. Let's see. Do we have colors? Oh, well, they've blacked them out. They made them all grayed out. So we don't get to see the colors. Oh, well, I don't know. Here they're not as pretty. Definitely not as pretty. Browns and they're all blacked out there too. Actual color, it says purple. Well, the box is purple. That's coming from Fashionable Co. Ltd. I don't know. So the other thing I noticed watching all these Vlogmases, there are so many interesting advents out there. Like there's this mom and daughter, and they got beauty product advents. Somebody else got beer advent. Somebody else had cheese. I've never heard of a cheese advent. They had cheese advent. Somebody else got jams, like in those little tiny little, I want to do a jam advent. A lot of teas. I don't drink tea. Somebody had a cookie advent. Somebody had a popcorn advent. So you got different things to make your popcorn with or add into your popcorn. That was interesting. So be careful when buying from outside resources. Well, you know, we do that all the time though, Brenda. I'm sure it's just coming from a China company, right? It's coming from a China company. You could probably look them up. You know what I'm saying? You could probably go look them up. Let's see what happens if you click on them. Let's see. Sold and shipped by Shengzheng Boom 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 Boom. Wow, it gets even longer than that when you click on it, you guys. Look at it when you click on it. Hang on. Oh, come on. There it is. Shipped by them. That's who it's shipped by. Wow, it's 2 lines. 2 whole lines. Puzzles. I've not seen a Swarovski advent. That probably cost a couple dollars. I don't know. Yeah, my guess is it's just a China company. You know, like I ordered Shannon a sweatshirt off of Amazon, and it took a few weeks to get here, and it came from China. So you just never know. Use PayPal. Just use PayPal. Right. I cannot even imagine. Shen Shiba Ona Huka Ana Cheng Jeng Doshana Washa Kwa 175 Hoinan Hengming Zuhaya in Tendong. Shannon, you teach. Look it up. You try it. You try it. I'd like to find something fun next year for an advent besides the yarn advent. It's just something fun. I want to do the jam. Advent. I love jams and jellies and stuff. Jam advent. Bon Maman 2024 limited, $44.99 on Amazon. No tea. Absolutely no tea. See, here's the Red Heart Advent. The Red Heart Advent, you can get this at Walmart. You make little amigurumis with the yarn. I thought that was interesting. Yeah, I'd like to do jam, I think. And then the puzzles are interesting. A 24-day puzzle. You get one little section of your puzzle each day. A couple that I watched did that every day. I didn't ever see the puzzle finish, but I kind of stopped watching the last few days. Yep, this is what I want right here. Wow, it's $80 on Amazon. eBay. Don't go to eBay. Go to Amazon. I want this. I want the jam advent. I love jam. Can you imagine all the fun new jams you could try? Right? Family business with all the kids' names. That could be, Sean. I don't know. Oh, you're into Legos. Nice. Nice. So I want the jam advent next year, I think. The popcorn one was interesting too. I love popcorn too. Popcorn, not popcorners, popcorn advent. The popcorn advent. There's one sold at Kohl's or JCPenney. That's the same company, Wabash. It's only 12 days of popcorn though. I want a 24-day popcorn advent. I need 24. These are all 12. They had a 24-day. It came with recipes, all kinds of things to add. Okay, popcorn advent connoisseur. I love the word connoisseur. Do you know, I started a blog once years and years ago. You guys will never ever know anything about it, but I started a blog and it was called, no, I don't want to do this. I just want to, no, I don't want to do anything. I just want to get out of here. How do I get out of here? Well, it's wanting me to join something. I don't want to join anything. Here it is. The Connoisseur's Candied Popcorn Advent Calendar. I could get up to $15 off. What's already marked down from $50 to $20. Okay, let's see. What do we get? Oh, see, this one's big. It's got to be a 24-day. Doesn't it? Isn't it? I don't know. Does it say? Yes, 24 packs of handmade gourmet. Well, I don't just want 24 packages of popcorn. It says candied though. Doesn't it have fun things? No. See, this is popcorn, I think that's already done, like popped, like caramel corn and stuff. I don't want that. But my blog was going to be the Cheesecake Connoisseur. And I was going to, this is the one they got right here. It was $70 at Kohl's or $44.99 on Wayfair. I was going to do cheesecake stuff. I love making cheesecake. And I was just going to do all this cheesecake stuff. It didn't go very far. But I still see it pop up certain places on my socials somewhere. I don't know where it comes up. And I don't know how to get rid of it. I don't see it very often, but yeah, this is the one that they got. $44.99 worth of popcorn. But it came with they kept saying they got mushroom popcorn. Have you ever heard of mushroom popcorn? I've never heard of it. And then they would get yellow popping corn or white popping corn. They got things like M&Ms. They got glazes, like you could make a glaze to put on your popcorn. And there were recipes like pop this popcorn, make this glaze, add these nuts, whatever, I don't know. I want to find something unique next year. That's all I got. I'll find something cool. Yeah. There's all kinds of toy advents. Lots and lots of toys. I saw somebody got Lego toys, Disney toys. Somebody got football helmets. I'm like, little mini football helmets for their advent. That one was interesting. But right now I'm on a hunt for a yarn advent something, but not necessarily called advent for mid-year. I want to open up a bunch of packages of mini skeins based around a theme this summer. All right. Well, here I am. Here's my sleeves. What do you think? I like it. And then ribbing. So I guess I I guess we'll get together to do this one more time. I'm going to do my sleeve. And next time we'll talk about ribbing. And then we're done. So then it's time for a new project. A new project. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? I don't know. Got to come up with something real quick here. We got like one more week and we're going to call this puppy done. We're going to put a pin in it and it's going to be done. Done. Right? You know what? I like this. It's comfortable. It is comfortable. I thought that maybe it would be too heavy. My other sweaters I've made 2 other cardigans. And every time I put them on, I'm just like, they're heavy. I think because this one is so holey, you know, with the granny stitch. But it is still adding warmth. Don't get me wrong. It is still adding warmth. I mean, it's still, you know, you're still getting some air in there, but it's also making it much more light and fluffy and drapey, and it doesn't feel heavy on my body. Like the other ones, I put them on and I'm just like, it feels like I'm wearing a coat or something. And they were made with like a 4-weight yarn, which this is a heavier yarn, but it's different. I like it. Okay, I like it. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. I got to go finish those cookies. I should ask Dale if he wants to go to Walmart with me or if I should just go without him while he's working. Get those things I need. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Well, give me some thoughts, you guys, next week about a new project. Okay? A new project. It will be 2025. Maybe we do something off my list. Maybe we do something off my list. Something I need in January. Okay, what do you think? Hang on. What do you think? Now you're going to get another sneak peek. What do you think about? What do you think about him? What do you think? It's definitely amigurumi. It's a snowman. I want to make a snowman. Now this is in plush yarn. Wouldn't necessarily have to use plush yarn. What do you think? I'd have him for January when I put out my snowman. I think I want to make him. Anybody want to make him with me? Let me know. All right. That's kind of my thought at this point. I need some big old safety eyes for him, though. Yep. The more I look at it, the more I want to make it. No, my pillow is not done yet, Sean. It will be very soon, though. Probably by next week. And I'll be able to show everybody. All right. I'm going to let you guys go. I will see you next week. We'll finish up this sweater and possibly talk about making a snowman. Do you want to build a snowman? I do. Okay. See you guys later. Bye, everybody.